Hey gamers, how's it going? Um, my name is, well, you know my name. And, yeah, I'm about to start playing Castlevania 64 for the Nintendo 64. Just need a moment here. Um, and I'll start her up. It's a couple of things that I usually have to do once I've, begun a stream. There's still like a little bit extra that I have to do usually to truly finish getting ready for any given stream. So once I do this, I should be good to go. But I do need half a moment here to open my laptop up. Get the chat open. Chat is open. I think I need a refresh though, because it doesn't say I'm live yet, but I should be. Hello? Yeah, there we go. Now I'm live. And I see the screen that I'm looking at, so that's a good start. Okay, then the last thing that I have to do, the last step, the last piece of this puzzle, as it were, is to throw that, but also this. Move these. Go to settings, audio, TV speakers off, so that way we don't have any audio doubling and all the audio is coming out of my headset, which is where I want it to come from. So that's perfect. I think we're set now. Also, kind of like bad luck. I've been kind of talking about this a little bit actually. So something that I have kind of going on here, and I'll start up Castlevania 64 while I talk about this, is that, again, I've kind of mentioned this, like, a little bit, but just to kind of finish up some thoughts here, because it actually ended up kicking my ass. I can't do a webcam at the moment because I don't have USB extender cables that reach from my computer setup, essentially across my entertainment setup, where like I have all my consoles on this like shelving unit. So essentially, I need some USB extenders because I want to have some USB cables coming from one side of the room to the other, but also I want them to have enough length that they have some slack, because there's like a couple of USB cables over there that are, how do I say, taut. They are, there's not a lot of slack. And so, today, I actually finally, after like months of dealing with this, maybe just a month, but feels like months, I finally tripped over one of those USB cables. So yeah, I definitely have to buy an extender soon, because once you trip over something, that's kind of it in my... Oh, right. So, interesting. I'm still gonna do a new game, and we'll do normal. I could do Reinhardt or Carrie. You know what, just for the hell of it, let's do Carrie. But yeah, I took a nasty spill. So now the idea that I have to really get on top of fixing this whole issue is paramount. Anyways, besides that though, I guess I have some kind of good news. I've been looking at some jobs potentially to get, a little part-time job on the side. And the job hunt's looking good. I got a couple of things in the works. I got like I forget what they called it, a provisional contract or something, where like, I know I'm talking over this, but you can also read the text too, so, if you need the text, it's there. This is a stream, I do have to talk. So, Yeah, I might be getting like a little part-time job coming up here, which would be nice. It would allow me to buy USB extenders so I don't trip and fall and nearly die. That'd be good. Alright, so, yeah, that's probably the extent of, like, the hugely good news for now. But it's pretty good news, so I like it. Also, hopefully the stream sounds right. It's been a little while since I last streamed, and, you know, settings and everything, and the fact that I tripped over a USB cord might have, like, fucked with my, you know, whole setup and everything. So if there's anything wrong here, just let me know. But everything should be fine. It's just, I worry. I do worry sometimes. I can definitely see the audio going, though, so I think that's good. But yeah, this is Castlevania 64. I haven't played it in a little bit on stream. I think I've, like, started it once or twice on... I think I've started it, like, once or twice on stream before, but, I don't know if I've ever, like, beaten it. So, hello. Hello again. I have beaten it actually kind of recently. I've been doing, like, a bunch of recordings, and I'm still doing those recordings, by the way. I'm just gathering up a bunch of footage. But, I've been playing a bunch of games and recording them and beating them and getting footage to make reviews later. And Castlevania 64 is one of them that I have beaten already for the recordings, but I like Castlevania 64. Dead body. It must have been in the rain for a while. The dead body has completely turned into a skeleton. I like Castlevania 64 quite a bit. It's got an atmosphere and a mood to it that you don't see in many other like N64 games. It kind of like this game and like Castlevania 64 have like tones to them that are kind of like unmatched to me. Like they're really good. I love these games, even though like especially Castlevania 64, it might be a little bit more jank than good. But it's fun enough, and it's got like an atmosphere to it that you just can't get anywhere else. It's good stuff. Also, whenever like people complain about like Symphony of the Night and stuff, like animifying Castlevania, the Castlevania series, and like we liked it when the Japanese developers were inspired by Western stuff and not, you know, Eastern stuff. I feel like Castlevania 64 might have been like the start of that, like to a degree. Not 100% sure about that, but it feels like it. I don't know. Maybe like I mean, I guess anime has kind of been around in the Castlevania series for a while, even before this. Like what was it? Castlevania X, aka Rondo of Blood, Rondo of Darkness, Rondo of whatever. Ow. I think that game actually had some anime cutscenes in it too, so you know, again, some people just get bent out of shape about anime and their Western-inspired little tales, but I don't mind it, and neither should you. Yeah, so starting off this game, like you can kind of see that this thing is not doing like a lot of damage. These enemies are like taking like usually multiple hits to kill. I just did my first like amount of point of damage to the boss there, for instance. But you also might have noticed that this knife just dropped on the ground. Like enemies can drop stuff. And so at the moment I'm not exactly farming per se, but I am trying to get an upgrade. Yep, there it is. Speak of the devil. Power up. So now you can see the colors change to purple. So now it does more damage and essentially gets like more hits to attack enemies. And it's really good. And I hope I get yet another one of these power-ups, because you can have up to 3. And there it is! Wow, I'm lucky. Now it's green, so now we can do some even bigger damage. Watch this shit. Boom, headshot! Just fucking dead. Just get out of here, scrub. He's so bent out of shape about getting his ass kicked. But yeah, I'm gonna try to beat at least Carrie's story right off the bat here. I could probably do it in one sitting, maybe. If I've retained any amount of like the skills that I've gotten from recently beating this game. I beat both Reinhardt and Carrie's adventures, so in theory I should be able to do this, but we'll see. Whee! It's so fun. But yeah, anyways, the combat is like probably one of the worst things about this game. And there is a lot of combat in it. It's an action platformer, so it's like half platforming, half combat. Also, the platforming sucks a lot too. So, probably like the two main things that this game is supposed to do, it doesn't do it good. So, is it a good game? Well, I guess you'll have to watch my eventual review or stick around and watch me beat this game on stream to find out my true feelings of Castlevania 64, but let's just say it's not going to be glowing. I thought it was really funny. I just kind of like out of curiosity, not that I was trying to like, because again, I'd already beaten the game by this point. I've already like made my opinions on it personally. But I wanted to look up like a review of this game and see like what other people think about it and like and whatnot. So I found this one guy on YouTube who did like a bit of like a retrospective / kind of like review of this game, but it was more like apologetic in tone than anything. Like it just seemed like he was like, man, this game's really cool. You guys should all play it. It's got a, like again, like you might have heard me at the beginning of the stream. I was like, hey, this game has like an atmosphere like no other. The guy was like that too, but he really seemed, in this gamer's expert opinion, to kind of like go out of his way to like make excuses for this game and sort of like be like, oh yeah, He didn't really mention the bad, even though there is plenty bad with this game. As much as I love it, there is a lot that they did wrong making this game. So, it was just kind of interesting to see somebody's like overly positive review of this game, even though I've got to say it, this game is not good at all. In fact, it is probably what the kids would call these days bad, but there's giant were-tiger things and jumping skeletons throwing their boners at you, and you got frickin' anime girls and just throwing giant fucking balls of energy around and blowing up skeletons. And also, you might have noticed that blue skeleton had like a little fuse. There are like kamikaze skeletons that'll like throw themselves at you and explode. Like this game has some shit that you will not find in another game, and it is kind of cool. This game is kind of cool. But I'm not saying it's good. I would never say that this game's good. I will absolutely flame and roast the shit out of this game when the time comes and I upload that video to YouTube, but for now, just believe me. You'll see, the proof is in the pudding, you know what they say? So like, you'll see, as we play through this, you'll see just how bad things can get. Oh, there's one of the kamikaze skeletons. So I really want to get that. I don't know why I wasn't picking it up. I must have been pressing the wrong button or something. No, I wasn't. I'm pressing the right button. There we go. The cross is probably my favorite power-up in this, in terms of usability. But probably the coolest looking power-up in this game, or I should say sub-weapon. The coolest sub-weapon in this game is pretty easily the Holy Water. It just looks really cool. Also, I beat the crap out of this game. I probably shouldn't be doing as much, like, looking around like I am right now and, like, doing the secrets and stuff. Doesn't super matter, honestly. But, yeah. So let's progress through this game. Let's not, I already, for the review that I did, I kind of, put a lot of work into playing this game, and I kind of don't want to, go too nuts with my usual self of, like, wanting to do everything and see everything. Like, I've already done it, man. I've lived it. Whee! But yeah, this game, overall, you can get some fun out of it, I feel. And I don't think it's a horrible, horrible game or anything. It's just, it's mediocre to below average to a pretty great degree. Hello, my friends. Goodbye, my friends. But yeah, as you can see, you can also, like, do some speedrunning stuff if you wanted to. Like, I bet speedrunning, like, Castlevania 64 would be pretty fun. I never want to get as good at Castlevania 64 as is required to speedrun it, but I like the fact that, this game... Like, here's the thing about this game. It's methodical. It's very methodical. Like, as you can see, like, I'm going up this pretty easy. But the first time I ever played this game, like... It took me a long time to get used to those weird jumps. And this game has, like, a lot of weird jumps. Is what I'm trying to kind of, like, get across here. Is that this game, is just, the platforming is abysmal. So, like, it kind of just requires you to go a little bit slower. And so... Again, maybe you can spin that into being, like, a positive thing. Like, oh, it's the thinking man's, action platformer game. Like, oh, this is for the big brains who appreciate, like, an action platformer adventure. Like a fine wine. Yeah, that's what this game is. It's a fine wine. But really, it's just rotten fruit. That's all there is to say about it. Like... There are some levels in this game that are by far and away some of the worst levels I have ever played in my entire gaming history. Fudge. If you didn't quite see what happened right there, I got hit mid-jump and I died. And when you die, you, like, lose all your power-ups and you lose your progress, and I gotta get my power-ups back. Obviously losing a life, also not a great thing. But, yeah, see, I'm pressing, there we go. The game can also just be, like, really finicky, and that's like one of the things, the major things that I hate about this game is, like, how finicky the platforming is and how unfun this game can be. We're not at that point yet, but... Right now, we're kind of, like... we're feeling the pain a little bit, right? Like, I had the cross. I saw the enemy. Instead of, like, jumping into the enemy, I could have, like, thrown my cross at him and killed him, right? Like, so, completely my fault there. But at the same time, like, they knew exactly what they were doing when they put that enemy right in front of a giant gap where it throws bones at you. Whereas the grand majority of skeleton enemies in this game don't throw their bones at you. Those are actually, like, special ones that are kind of rare, right? So, like, if you weren't expecting it, which you probably shouldn't be expecting it, like, getting hit by a bone out of nowhere feels a little bad. Especially when you're trying to make, like... No! You can also do short jumps and tall jumps. And depending on when you move your control stick, if you, like... And also, thankfully, you do get, like, unlimited continues. So that's good, right? Um, it's a good thing that we have unlimited continues here. Like, trust me. With the oh, the camera, too. Oh my god, the camera. The camera hasn't been, like, a huge issue yet, but it will be an issue. Oh, it will be bad to the bone, as they say. Also, is it this one that, engraved on the plate, a maiden sings a dirge. Okay. Some of these, actually, there are hidden items in this game, too, I've noticed. When I did my recording for the review, I saw a bunch of, hidden items along the way. So, you know, they exist. You gotta look. You gotta be attentive and, you know, really look at your surroundings. Because they're not obvious sometimes. Like, there's a lot of, also, I kind of want to get another power-up, but they're just not dropping it, so whatever. Here, I'll kill these three, and maybe one of them will drop the goods. No, they just dropped a jewel. Okay, we'll farm a little bit here to get our power level back to maximum. Also, it hasn't happened yet, but one of the cool things... Well, it kind of happened at least once. You can knock the head of these skeletons off, right? And they'll still be alive and, like, walking around, like, blind, trying to hit you, which is kind of funny and cute. Like, you know, it's pretty hilarious. Yeah, like, and also sometimes you can knock their legs off and they'll still be alive and they'll try to crawl after you. Like, it's good stuff. There's good stuff in these games. There we go. Sorry about that. I like being at full power. I mean, let's face it, gamers. If you're going to be at any power level and you get unlimited tries to get yourself to maximum power, you should just be at maximum power. Whee! I love that. See, that's another thing too, is like I said, the platforming in this game is very hit or miss. Like, all you have to do to grab onto a ledge is you just hold the... What the hell? Oh, he threw a bone right as I shot, and I shot the bone out of the air, I guess, is what happened. Okay, at least we can get to max power right off the bat here, so we don't have to do a little hunt and grind here. Love the camera in this game, by the way. Anyways, I shouldn't be, like, screwing around. But yeah, if you're just holding the button down, right, on the... can you please pick this up? Oh my god. That was needless damage right there, because she just wouldn't pick it up. Oh! This game's also gonna make me, like, throw a little gamer fit every once in a while. I'm just gonna call it right here. This game is not good. Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, I don't know, man, like... Oh, the platforming, right. Like, if you're holding down the button as you're jumping, you should grab onto a ledge. But sometimes it just doesn't happen. Like you saw it, like on that last death, where, like, I pretty clearly jumped at the ledge, and I was, you know, if I had my webcam up, I'd even, like, show you the button presses. Like, I was pressing the button, you know, and it didn't work. And it's real. Like, some streamers would be like, oh, it's totally pressing the button, you guys. This game's stupid. You know, it's the game's fault, not mine. But in this case, it is kind of the game's fault. Now, to be fair to the game a little bit, I think I came at that ledge at a little bit of an angle, so maybe I hit, like, the corner, so I didn't grab onto it, but I was still holding the button the entire time, so I feel like I still should have grabbed on, but the game decided no. You're going into the drink, buddy. See you in hell, ampersand. It's like, great, thank you, game. That's just awesome. So, cool. You love to see it. So yeah, there's maddening, absolutely maddening aspects of, oh, is this one of the ones that has a secret? Nope. Root. I love that. Alright, I'm gonna save so I don't have to do that, platforming crap again. You should also save as much as possible. I was kind of being like a little scamp. I was being a little bit of like a rapscallion for a little bit there. But you shouldn't be. God, I love how the skeletons explode when they die. That one's kind of boring, but the other skeletons explode really cool. I'm also like a ranged character, so I should have just done that in the first place. Oh god, it's totally Okay, I think we're good. So this jump here is also kind of tough, but I can do it. Do you want to see me do it? Well, here you go. This is your opportunity to see me make this really hard jump. I didn't even have to grab onto the ledge. I just got that perfectly. And now I got the special one. You might be wondering what that is. Maybe you'll find out later. Maybe not. Who knows? It's special, though. It's a little special crystal. Now we have it. Hiya! Stupid blats. Fucking bat, dude. Whatever. Go away. See if I care. Oh, you're gonna leave me alone? Perfect. I also like how enemies can hurt each other, too. Friendly fire for the enemies in games is always, like, really funny. Got his ass. An axe and money? I don't need that. But yeah, see this thing? You might be wondering what the hell. But if you go up to it, there's roast chicken inside of it. The lady who blesses and restores. Because of all the wonderful things she does. Also, I guess I'll show this off, because this is like my favorite looking sub-weapon. You just throw fire on the ground. If enemies walk through it, they get damaged. But it's cool. It's so cool. It's so cool as if to beggar belief of how cool it is. I love it. I love holy water. Here's the button. Alright, we're starting to kind of get through this game a little bit better now, which is good. Oh my god, I hate jumping in this game. I just hate this game. I don't hate it. You know what, maybe I hate it. You'll see. You'll see why I hate it later. Like, you're kind of like seeing like the symptomatic underlying causes of my hate. Like, you're getting like a taste of it, but like you don't know pain until you get to like some certain tower levels in this game. Then you know what true pain is. Then you can go, oh, I get why Ampersand's so apprehensive about streaming this game and like is not looking forward to doing it. Really at all. Also, since I did a little bit more platforming, let's prevent me having to do that platforming again. Oh, I dropped a cross and... Well, you know what? I do like the cross. We saw the holy water. We don't need it anymore. The cross was my favorite one because it's just a more... Like, as you can kind of see, like, the magic here kind of, like, bounces around and sometimes it, like, you know, just kind of doesn't do anything. And it can be kind of annoying. Sometimes it just, like, runs around the enemy instead of actually just killing them. Whereas, like, the cross sub-weapon is very straightforward, and, I guess I could show it. Boom! That's the cross. It also comes back to you, so it can do, like, double damage. So I don't know. I'm just a big fan of the cross. I'm a big old cross boy. Here we go. So I don't know if there's any secrets in these pillars. Like I said, like sometimes like inside of pillars, they'll hide items that you can grab through them. That's kind of how they do hidden items, is they just hide the model of the item inside of another model, and it's just like, oh, that's a pretty lazy way to do it, but it works. So whatever you need to do, Castlevania 64 devs. Also, I like how I call this game Castlevania 64 all the time, and I probably will until I die. It's actually just called Castlevania. It's Castlevania on the N64, but it's essentially like a reboot, almost. Because, yeah, like, people talk about, like, the Castlevania games on, like, what was it, PS3? I forget what they're called, but, like, there was a true, like, oh, Shadow of, oh, there's the skeletons on motorcycles, too. I forgot about these guys. They're so funny. What a good game. I love this game, gamers. There's things, like I said, there'll be things that I hate about this game, and there'll be things that I love. And one of the things that I love is skeletons on motorcycles, and when you kill them, they fall off their motorcycles onto their ass, and then the motorcycle just drives off. Also, I love this fight too. You might have noticed his arm just came off, right? Like, holy crap. And it's like flopping around and stuff. It's cool, right? The bosses in this game are actually kind of neat too. I gotta throw some love at this game for having some cool bosses in it. Not all the bosses are good. Some of them are in fact quite bad, but I mean, I guess all the bosses are at least interesting for the most part. But some of the bosses are just actually, like, not fun to fight, too, because their battles are just not fun. There we go. We knocked something else off of him. I don't know what. I took his legs out from underneath him. It's so sad to kill him now. Like, you gotta feel bad for a guy who's literally half the man he used to be, but he can't even hit me. He's stupid. Yeah, pretty cool boss fight, right? It's kind of cool to see him as, like, the battle progresses to, like, lose part of his body and just eventually die. It's a cool game. It really is a cool game. It's marred by such horrible, horrible flaws, but it's cool. I kind of wonder if I could beat Carrie's story in, like, one sitting here. That'd be pretty cool if I could do that. Also, while I am using, like, a retro tank, I am using an EverDrive 64 with anti-patch, or anti-aliasing patches to remove anti-aliasing. I also have a de-blur mod on my N64 to remove some anti-aliasing, and we still probably can't get the sharpest pixels or the sharpest video quality feed out of the N64 as you'd probably want. This is about as good as, like, real hardware will get with the N64. This is it. You're looking at peak N64 visual clarity here. This is about as good as it gets on a real one. On an emulator, of course, you can do as sharp as pixels as you want because you can just completely bypass the part of the hardware it is locked. That makes it so, you know, there's like part of the like essentially think of it like this. And again, I'm not like 100% sure if this is the most accurate like explanation of what I'm trying to say here. But think of like your video card, right? Now imagine your video card put like a Vaseline blur over your video. Like so like you're playing on the computer. Imagine you're playing like fucking Apex Legends or whatever the shit you want to play. But also it's like smeared with blur and you can't turn it off because it's like a part of your video card. That's what the N64's hardware is like. It just has a video card in it that unfortunately just smears the screen. And in some ways, it's like a good thing, right? Because like anti-aliasing is useful. There are use cases for anti-aliasing where like you'd want to have it, and it's like not a horribly bad thing. Also, I dropped on purpose because I just wanted to grab that really quick. So yeah, like you know, there are edge cases because like it does smooth the it smooths the video. So like you're not getting like pixel perfect sharp clarity where you can see every square little pixel. The squares of the pixels are like rounded out a little bit so as to make it a little smoother, right? You're just taking the edge off of it. But for people who want to see the pixel and nothing but the pixels, so help them God, obviously that's not great. But, if you want like a really smooth looking video, like, I mean, yeah, the N64's got that. And it's got you covered. So, it's just one of those things where it's kind of hard to like, and especially because like, you were supposed to play the N64 like on a CRT with blurry composite image. Like nobody was using RGB back in the day except maybe people, maybe there are some really crazy enthusiasts back in the day, but also mostly like the British people. Ow. Because they had like SCART like built into their TVs, so they had like SCART RGB like the entire time. They always had that up for an option, whereas like us Americans, we did not have RGB SCART as like a native input for our TVs for a long time. So this was made to look like crap originally, and that's not good, right? That's why we're doing the RGB and everything in the first place. Holy shit. Kind of getting my ass kicked by this guy a little bit here. Probably should actually... Well, no, he's still getting me. Oh my god, I could die. Well, this is why they give you healing items, so I guess I'll use one. There we go, he killed the one that's like the most annoying. It would probably be a better thing to use too, is just like smacking it with the cross. The cross is such a good weapon, and here I am like not using it like a dummy. Oh, I accidentally replaced it with a knife too. That was smart. No, because there's still more things that I have to pick up before they... okay, well. But yeah, so the N64, it would look fine on on an old CRT and composite or RF or whatever you were using back then, but in 2023, N64 is not held up in terms of video fidelity. And it really kind of sucks because if you're a streamer and you like getting the highest quality streams that you can, like N64 is the one to beat. it's a toughie. The toughie to get the best looking signal out of this monstrosity, but when you do, you do. And it feels good. So that's what I'm kind of doing. I just got this whole scenario going down. But yeah, what else can I say about Castlevania 64? I used to rent this as a kid. Like, in case you're wondering, like, Ampersand, when did you ever get, like, experience playing Castlevania 64? Did you own this as a kid? No, I never owned it. I just used to rent it from the old video game rent. Oh, thank you, God. The old video game rental store as a kid, and I never got far into it. Because, like, growing up, I think I eventually got a memory card that I could use with the N64, but memory cards were, like, kind of like a rare thing, and a lot of the N64 games had cartridge saves, so you didn't really need a memory card in, like, 9 times out of 10, right? So, like, it was almost, like, wasteful to buy a memory card, because it was really limited in what you could do with it, but, like, some games required it in order for you to get your saves, you know, saved. And so, yeah, Castlevania 64 is one of those games, man. It stinks, but it's true. We got the left tower key. Yeah. We're getting out of here before we get exploded. So far I haven't died on this stage yet. I almost did it right there, though. I'm probably going to die on this part of the stage, because this is probably the hardest part of this tower. And, like, if you think this is bad, it gets so much worse. This game is really, really mean. And you will see what I mean. like that was a very nice on its own, but it gets even somehow meaner than that. Seems hard to believe. I should probably use a healing item before I jump across here. Oh, you shitbag. Oh, you shit. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Okay. Somehow that wasn't 100% how I wanted it to work out, but that's how it worked out, and it was totally fine. Oh my god, these parts are just so... Oh! Oh! Alright, I made it. Oh, but this part's also crap. Ah, run, run, run. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, 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 oh. Suddenly turning into Robin Williams. There we go. Firmly shut iron door with a relief of the moon. There is an engraving. Moonlight, release the seal. What time is it? It's 14:16. It'll probably be dark sooner than later, so we'll just have to wait it out. This is another thing, too, is this rarely comes up, but sometimes there are doors that are locked because you have to be at a certain time of day. And yes, there is a time, like if you haven't noticed it by now, there is a time system in this game. In the top left of the screen, you can see the march of time moving ever onward. Ah, sorry, I'm just getting a little bit more comfortable here. You got a minute hand and an hour hand, and yeah, if you take too long in this game, you get locked out of a true ending. So, for instance, if I wanted to, there is the sun and moon cards. If you use the sun card, it becomes day. Moon card, I'll let you guess. Oh, well, what the hell, I'll say. It becomes night. And so I could just skip to night to open this door really quick, but the time does jump forward quite a bit. I'd rather just get in right as the day changes than use an item that changes the day. Because, yeah, if you take too long in this game, you just... you get a bad ending. And some of the bad endings are actually kind of cool. Some people prefer the bad endings. Myself, you know, I actually haven't seen the bad endings, so I don't know how they are, but I kind of liked the good endings that I got, so I'm not really terribly interested in getting bad endings if I don't have to. So we gotta wait it out. That's part of this game, too. It should turn to night pretty soon, though. Maybe one more hour. Yeah, it's still shut. But yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty happy that I've gotten through this part of the game without dying yet. That seems like a good accomplishment. I've definitely gotten a lot better at this game since I made my review, too, which is kind of nice. It is kind of cool that, like, yeah, you know, you play this game enough times, like, you'll get good at it. And the better you get at it, the better it feels to play. There we go. I got one right in the middle of the screen. That's what I wanted to do there. And so, yeah. Alright, now we can go in. It's very arbitrary, isn't it? It's mostly just to kind of like waste time and push you ever closer to a bad ending. Alright. Also, I'll talk about something else after this cutscene, but I usually don't like to talk over cutscenes as much as possible. Because this one's kind of a cool one, so... Here you go. And he does look cool.
Upstart weakling. All who oppose the Dark Lord must die. Come, meet your doom.
So cool. It's so cool. So yeah, there's another thing that I kind of wanted to mention really quick too, is that there are two versions of this game, believe it or not. There's this version, which is the original, and then there was like a Castlevania Curse of Darkness, I believe. Or Legacy of Darkness, or Legacy of something or other. Anyways, the point is that there's two versions of this game. One is like a special edition that came out later, and it like kind of like fixed some of the issues with this game. Like obviously not all of them. Like there's still like core gameplay that you can't really with like another edition change super well. But you know, it does iron out some of the level design that's like really ass, which is a good thing for sure. Some of the levels in this game are so infuriating, and we're at like there's some hard points in the levels that we've been to so far, but I wouldn't like say that this has been like the worst. It could be, could be, but yeah, the game will get a lot crazier as we go. In fact, there was a level in Reinhardt, the other character that you can play as. There was a level on his side of the story that was like probably my least favorite level in the entire game, and it made me so angry, and I'm so glad that we don't have to do it. We're still gonna get some hard levels coming up, but you know. But anyway, so like yeah, and also the special edition of this game that came out later, the Legacy of Darkness or whatever it's called. They also added like some additional levels. They had added like additional characters. Like it's kind of cool. I've never actually beaten that version. I've started it like a couple of times, but I never actually ended up beating it. I'd like to beat that game on stream too later. That'd be fun. We could play like the special edition of this game too, just for the hell of it. See how useless sometimes the energy beam can be? Like sometimes like the enemies are just like too smart and they run around in circles because they know they can't get hit. It's pretty obnoxious. It'd help if I pressed the right button, huh? There. Stupid dogs. They made me look bad. these things so much. These ones spit fire. Just when you thought you were safe. Bad dog. Down, boy. What the hell? See, look, like there's invisible platforms in this game. Oh, there's a hellhound. Hell hath no fury like a hellhound. Fuck, I hate this thing. Oh, I forgot I can go invisible too. God, that's so mean. I need to heal again. There we go. That was to unlock over here. You can also get a nice big piece of meat for us to sink our jaws into. Some more items up here. There's a ghost coming at us. Also, you know what's kind of interesting? I don't know what triggered that thing to be up. I've never actually done this before. I've never actually been on top of this fountain. I've always wondered how you get up there, and I still don't really know. But apparently maybe at some point at like 5 p.m. or something, you can get up there. That's interesting. Because yeah, now that platform's back down, so I wouldn't be able to get back up there if I wanted to. Oh no! Who's this Wally Crawley guy? It's a vampire. Yeah, pretty obvious here, but you probably don't want the vampire to get you as much as possible. He did drop a lot of money though. That was chock full of 100 pieces of gold a pop. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I love this like stained glass here. This mansion's like pretty beautiful. Like, look at that. That's so cool looking. Like, there's so much like cool looking stuff when you actually like take the time to like, you know, admire this game. Like, there's a lot going on. It's pretty cool. I genuinely like this game and certain aspects of it, and I loathe other parts of this game with all my heart and soul put behind my loathing. But overall, not the worst game I've ever played. Also, I think you can hit that that chandelier if you're good. Yeah, see, you can... Here, let me just... There we go. Yeah, so we got some curing items, like a cure ampoule and a purifying thing. We also got like a chicken, so yeah, like I said, there's like a lot of cool secrets in this game that like if you don't take the time to check them out, like you'll just never see them. You'll feel real stupid and real sad that you didn't. It's kind of fortuitous that I came to the garden here at this time. This is one of those timed events where if you don't come here at the right time, you don't get to see the cutscene. Also, I just like to let the cutscene play out, so I'm not going to talk over it. Ah, we did it. I wasn't actually reading because I was just reading some other things, but and I've also played this game, but I'm assuming that cutscene went well, and I think she gave me something or other. Did she? Maybe she didn't, but I think you need to have that cutscene trigger for something later, so we got it. Hopefully we don't have to do it again later. I wasn't paying attention. Which I know is really naughty of me, right? Like, I should be paying attention to the game I'm streaming, but sometimes life gets in the way. That's all I can say. And again, I'm kind of skipping some secrets if I don't think they're super important. Who's this guy? Well, he's definitely not a vampire with all those crosses on him. Don't move! Not even a finger, especially the middle one. Alright. You appear to be a genuine human. Really? I am Charlie Vincent, the mightiest of all vampire killers. You look like a villager. Are you lost in the forest? Don't treat me like a child. My mission is to save the world from Dracula. Don't talk nonsense. Leave Dracula to me. He is not the sort of opponent for an amateur like you. You presume too much. Speak not of matters that do not concern you. Obstinate youth, I will give you one more warning. Leave this place without delay. Do you understand? No. Tell me more, butthole. The key to the archives? Ah, that must be the key I found in the rose garden. My intuition tells me it is worthless. Take it if you wish. Ah, yes. Dawn I spied a young woman in the rose garden in the midst of the foes. She was calmly... Calmly what? No, just calmly. Alright, so we have the archives key. That's good. Also, these enemies are so cool. Look at this guy. I wish I could, like, pause and show you exactly what he looks like. But essentially, he's like a stained glass enemy. He's just really cool. They always drop jewels, too, because they're cool. Did I mention I think they're cool? Because I think they're cool. Hmm? Help! This place swarms with demons. You have entered the castle of hell. What's the matter? What has happened? Ooh, the Roseville. If you value your life, you will flee this place now. Uh-oh, he's not in the mirror, gamers. That must mean he's a vampire! You smell different from the usual adventurer. Come to me. I will taste your blood. Hurt. I love how if you're quick, you can get like some extra items off of them too. Also, I like how you can destroy the mirror. The archives key has been used. And now we have the garden key. Yay! Aw, man. Also, I like how the mirror comes back. But you can still break it if you want. Man. This next part coming up is, like, cool, but... well, you'll see. I try not to spoil things too much, but, like, I don't know. I just can't help but, like, talk about this game because it's just so fun. The storeroom key. Perfecto. See, there's even roast chicken in the... there's wall chicken in this game. Just like, you know, a regular Castlevania, or not 64 game. Bravo! It's definitely worth checking out the storeroom before you go to the next area, because by golly, you're gonna need this stuff. And also the save is really nice too. I forget if there's anything behind these curtains as well. There might be, but I don't care. I want to get moving. I want to stop dying to random ghosts if I can. What's this on the ground? I thank you dearly. It is important to my business. Forgive my rudeness. My name is Renan. I am what you would call a demon. Hmm? Wait, wait. I am not an enemy. My role is to provide useful items for adventurers to the Dark Castle. It is shameful for a demon to be working, but one needs gold even in hell these days. Surely we were fated to meet. Whenever the need arises, use the scroll to summon me. Dear me, is it that time? We have talked too long. Remember, summon me whenever you need. The contract. So this is like another interesting part of the game, and I also didn't do this because, well, because I'm epic, A. But also I have 6,900, excuse me, gold, which is also epic. What was I saying? So yeah, like, if you spend too much gold here, I just spent a lot. Apparently, like, you'll sell your soul to the devil essentially by, you know, taking too much of his wares. So you don't want to spend too much money at him unless you're prepared for the consequences. Oh my god, this part. This part's so fucking insane, gamers. I'm not looking forward to it. Here we go. Look at those little doggies. They're cute, right? The maze garden key has been used. Uh-oh, what's that? Who's there? Please, help me. What's a little child doing here? I'm Carrie. You're safe now. My name is Malice. Malice? That's a completely unsuspicious name. Why are you alone in this terrible place? They burned the village, my home. My mother and father, too. That's awful. They took all the children to the castle. The devil in the black cloak was looking for a certain child, and then, my head hurts. I can't remember. Are you alright? You're tired. That's enough. Oh, there are the doggies. They don't look too bad. Well, I guess they look a little menacing. Stop! It's dangerous to run away alone. Now I gotta find them. I found them. This sucks so much, dick. You have no idea, gamers. Not yet, but you will. It's not fair that he can crawl under, but I can't. Hello, doggy. Hello, other doggy. Oh god. Oh god, there he is. You didn't quite get to see him too much, but you'll see him. He's what makes this, like, really stressful. It's not the dogs, trust me. I mean, thankfully I'm pretty good at this game at this point. But yeah, this sometimes takes a couple of retries as well, for sure. I'm almost kind of like being too good at this, because now you're not really seeing the bad guy as much as you should. Don't worry, this isn't necessarily the end here. There's still more. You'll probably see him. You'll probably see him up close soon enough. Here you go, little laddie. On your way now. You've come this far. Once you're through the forest, you're safe. Watch out for the demons in the forest. We saved them, gamers. We've done a good thing today. I don't know if it makes you go faster or anything to like constantly jump like that, but I just kind of do it out of habit. And again, my apologies for being too good at this game. I really can't help myself sometimes. There's a white jewel. Will you save? Of course. Also, this is the way if you want to go back into the mansion. There was a door in, like, the main foyer, but we don't need to do that. I'm sure there might be some kind of a secret for going back, but I just don't care to. Also, the music's, like, pretty nice in this game, right? Like, it's not always on. Like, right now there's not any music. But, like, I like the mansion music. I kind of liked, you know, the intro music. There's a lot of good music in this game, but it's also kind of, like, low-key ambient stuff that's more mood setting for, like, as you're playing the game, it kind of enhances your experience a little bit. So, you know, this isn't like the banger soundtrack that a lot of Castlevania 6... I don't know why I keep saying that. A lot of Castlevania games have. It has a... Oh, there he is. Yep, it's a Frankenstein with a chainsaw for an arm. In case you were wondering. The bar locking the door has been lifted. Yeah, he's the big bad here. And if one of those dogs bites you, like, they latch onto your leg and they don't let you go until, like, the chainsaw guy comes up and, like, slices your head off. It's, pretty scary. Again, like, especially, like, your first time playing this game, you'll probably end up seeing more of that. But, of course, I'm really epic and cool and, you know, I was able to kick this game's ass a little bit here. But, so look at that moon. It's so cool. What a cool game. Yes, I will save. Also, there's like some stuff up here you can get, but I'm pretty full on resources, so I don't need to do them. What's this? Looks like a coffin. It is a coffin. What the hell? Well, she got owned, whoever she is. She's all skin and bones now because she got sucked dry. Lucky. Very rude to interrupt someone who is enjoying his meal. Or shall I think different, like the main dish has arrived? So we've kicked this guy's butt like twice now. I will kill you here! But this is the final confrontation. Oh, jeez. I was kind of wondering where he was. And he's dead. I blasted a hole right through his chest. Cannot be. I, a vampire defeated by a human? Oh! He made a spawn right before he died, apparently. Here's vampire number 2. Now, this vampire is really annoying. But I'm actually kicking her ass a bit, too. Again, I know I'm making this game look too easy. If she does manage to, like, lock her claws on you, like, she'll, like, drain your health and, like, gain back a bunch that you've already done, and she can be really annoying. It's really frustrating to fight an enemy that just gets all of their health back, like, arbitrarily. It's like, oh, well, great. Nah, like, all the progress I've made in this battle's gone now, huh? You know, so... You know, those bosses can be frustrating. Found a hidden path. But... yeah. Thankfully, I've gotten good enough at this game that, like, it's not as big of an issue. Underground waterway. Waterway to go! Ho! Ho! I actually forgot about that and almost died. But yeah, this is where, like, levels do start ramping up a little bit. The waterway isn't too bad, though. To be honest. I feel like Carrie's adventure, her story, is like a little bit easier than Reinhardt's. I guess if you're gonna choose to play as a little girl, they give you little girl difficulty, so... I smell poison. This water is deadly. It's also like fart gas and pee and shit. I guess it's just sewer water, huh? Cure Impole. Ample amounts of cure. There is a section of this that sucks, though, that I'll probably die on at least once. The fuck? But yeah, we're cruising so far. Like, I'm pretty proud of myself, to be honest. This game is not easy. I'm just too epic. That's all there is to it. Hello. Goodbye. Oh, right. I almost forgot about that. And that. I forget if this is where I want to go first. I think it is. Go, 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 go. Oh yeah. I'll take a little bit of damage for like an 80% heal. Seems like a worthy trade. Oh boy. This is my least favorite part, but we're not quite there, so that's good at least. We're almost there, though. Least favorite part of the level coming up. Hold on to your butts, gamers. This is it. This is where the difficulty of this stage ramps up, and I am not for sure going to die, but probably. I'll probably die at least once here. Mostly probably just out of, like, impatience and trying to go a little fast. Fuck. No. Oh! It is so hard to make these jumps, gamers. It's not even funny. Again, I'm making this look like a fucking cakewalk, but this is not easy. It's not fun. It's not good. I was kind of hoping you could push him into down the pit. I guess not, though. That's fine. Oh, shit. Yeah. I probably have the look of a guy who's played this game like 50 million times in a row and kind of knows all these jumps by now. Also, I thought I pressed the button for that to go away. Hold on a second. I need to figure out where I'm supposed to go next then, if that wasn't what I was supposed to do. I must have missed something in my haste. Maybe I go this way now? Nope. Camera. Camera, don't do that. Okay, staircase. I picked a bad time. The fact that I'm not dead is like a fucking miracle, honestly. Alright, that's worth using one of my roast beefs, I think. Okay. So far, so good. Ha! Spoke too soon. Clearly. Ooh, that was a good dodge, though. If I go fast enough, I think I could just jump over both of them. Alright, we still have to do some crazy tight platforming here, but it's going pretty good. I am pretty happy how this is turning out. Excusez-moi, senor. I think I have just enough time to make it in here. There we go! Another level down. Not bad, huh? She has such power, it is almost terrifying. Only a child, but a true Fernandez. A shame to slay her. Who are you? Ho ho ho! I am Actrice. People would call me a witch. Our mission is to restore our ruler, Count Dracula, to life. What are you saying? The power you possess would greatly help us revive the Count. I give you time to consider your choices. Lend us your power in the great work, or rot in hell for eternity. Think it over carefully. We will meet again. I choose not to rot in hell. Is that an option? You said it was an option. I'll help Dracula come to life as long as I don't go to hell. To restore him to his full power? Castle Center. Also, this is like the intro song kind of coming back. That's so cool. I'm sorry, I do love the motorcycle skeletons quite a bit. They're such a fun little creation. Also, this level sucks. This is where the game really ramps up, in my opinion. Shit, I didn't even actually get hit. I guess that's that. Moving on. Oh my god, I'm so not ready for this. Like, internally, I'm not ready for what's about to happen here. Also, this is pretty important, but I think I have the pictures of when I played this on my phone still. But this is just a cool scene, so I want to show it off anyways, kind of regardless. Wow, she's really bleeding. You blood clot elemental. And he's dead. Just like that. Whew. We're doing some good stuff here, gotta say. I don't think I want to go this way yet, but I just want to remember where this way even is. What this room's about. No, this is the right way to go. Okay. gonna be so fun. There's a white jewel. Will you save up to this point? Oh, hell yes, I will. So cool looking. Shit. I love the sound they make as they die. They just sound like they're in actual agony when you kill them, which is kind of what you want your vampires to sound like. You know, it's a little psychotic to say that, but yeah, I think I really want my vampires to sound like they're in true agony as they writhe and, you know, wither away. Oops, it's 4. I thought it was 3. What's this, then? There is a large crack in the wall. A powerful explosion will destroy this wall. Good to know. Look, a lizard man. But also look, it's not aggro. Though he does jump. I am human. I am only this shape because of a curse. You are an adventurer. I will give you some advice. To destroy the wall, you need both magical nitro and mandragora. Place them both in front of the wall. The mandragora will detonate the magical nitro in a powerful explosion. Take this key. You will find mandragora in the torture chamber. Receive the key. Sweet. Alice, why are you here? I thought you had escaped. This place? Escape? Say, are you going to fight Dracula? Aren't you afraid? Malice? Have you come to avenge my family? To rescue my friends? I swear it. I will avenge your parents and destroy Dracula. Huh? Impossible! Huh? Why? Because you are trapped. You will die like wretches. Malice? All living creatures must consecrate their souls to the Dark Lord. To the kingdom of darkness, where no wretched sunlight comes. Yeah, totally not suspicious character there. Malice, what have you been saying? I don't understand. I'm stupid. Healing kit. We also want to save really quick. This is where it isn't this part, but soon things are gonna get out of hand pretty quick here. Take magical nitro. Yes, just running will not cause an explosion. But one jump or hit and the story's over. Carry it carefully. So yeah, if you jump, which also includes getting hit by anything. Anything. If you jump or if you get hit, you blow up from the magical nitro and you just instantly die. It's kind of ridiculous. So we want to place the magical nitro now. Magical nitro is ready. You need mandragora for the detonator. And as we remember, it's in the torture room, which is back this way. Ah, God. Just got sucked off and I didn't like it. Yeah, it seems like some rooms, though, you can't actually get out of... Also, I'm a vampire at the moment. I should fix that. Is it purifying? Yes. Wait, and I'm poisoned? There we go. Jeez. I didn't realize I had both afflictions on me. Was I poisoned like this entire time and I didn't notice, or... That could be true. Sometimes I'm not always the most attentive. Especially when I've got my concentration on, let's say, other things. Fuck. At least I didn't get bit. Whee, I can jump without exploding or dying. That's a fantastic way to live your life. Fuck, poisoned me. That time I noticed for sure. Fuck, there must be... I hate these rooms where, like, there's always just, like, one alive somewhere hidden around here. And, like, they also, like, respawn, so if you don't get to the door quick enough after, like, killing all the enemies in a room... it'd be pretty annoying. Aren't all the enemies dead, though? It looks like it. Let me try opening the door one more time. Nope, it's not opening, so there must be something preventing that, which means somewhere there's probably an enemy that's like stuck on the geometry of the level. Oh yeah, there he is. There they are, even. There we go. Now they're dead. Whew. I think this is another one of the rooms where I can't progress unless I kill them all. There. Woo! What? Oh, he must have thrown a bone up in the air as I was jumping over him. That's fine. He's allowed to do that. He's a skeleton on a motorcycle. He can do just about anything, and I'm pretty okay with it. The torture chamber key has been used. Oops, messed that one up. Also, the French maid outfit, like vampire, pretty cute. Pretty cute design. Take Mandragora. Oh, hell yeah. Obtained it. And this one doesn't say you can't jump or get hit while having it, so that's even better. But yeah, it's kind of cool, like, so there's two different characters in this game, and I kind of mentioned it before. There's Carrie, who I'm playing as, who has the magic homing missile attacks. There's also Reinhardt, and he's like a close range guy, which kind of makes the game a little bit harder too. He has a whip. And you know, there's something to be said about like a direct, straightforward whip attack, right? Like, you don't have to wait for the ball of the energy ball to, like, actually connect with the enemy. Like, you can just straight up, like, whip them and smack them and slap them around a bit, and it works out pretty well. So I do like Reinhardt, but man, his levels are, like, so hard. I think each character gets around, like, 2 levels all to their own, right? So Carrie has like 2 of her own exclusive levels, and I think Reinhardt has his own exclusive levels. And Reinhardt's levels are way, way more awful than Carrie's, and I'm kind of simultaneously like glad that I don't have to do it, but I'm also like a little sad because, like, you know, it would be kind of cool to show them off on stream, but we'll have to play Castlevania 64 another time, because I'm probably only playing Carrie's story for now. But believe you me, the rage, the sheer anger and rage that I felt while doing one level in particular of Reinhardt's story will last me a lifetime of anger. Like, I don't even know if I can even get angry anymore. I'm sure I'll find a way. And this game will also show me a way. But you know what I mean. Like, I mean, it was so... I was so intensely mad playing Reinhardt's story that I'm so glad that I don't have to do... Oh, I got a 2-for-1. That's pretty cool. I didn't need it, but it's just cool that I did it. Here we go, gamers. Set Mandragora? Oh, hell yeah. Ready for blasting. Take refuge quickly. Well, that was a huge explosion. I think this door's locked. Yeah, nailed shut. We do get another roast beef, which helps. Helps the cause a little bit. We could also buy more healing items, but I don't really have a lot of gold, and I also don't really care. Oh yeah, this part. This part's kind of cool. Like, again, there's like things to like about this game and things not to like. Like, at some points, I really like the level designs of this game in particular. But, oh boy, this is a game of contrasts for sure. All right, so I'll probably have to get out my phone in a second here. So I will. 3 statues of goddesses, each made of a different material. New Memento gamers. I have to go to my gallery, photos, or camera, I guess, and I scroll down to where I was playing Castlevania 64. Here we go. Gold is the color of Venus, second child of the sun. Red is the color of Mars, fourth of the sun. And blue is the color of Neptune, eighth. Okay. The base has an inscription. Arrange the three goddesses under their father, the sun, to release the seal. Line up the goddesses? Oh yeah. So the gold place was second, the red place was fourth. I think this was eighth. Again, a very pretty game. You know, it's this weird combination of like gothic ugly, but also like fantasy pretty at times. And even gothic architecture can be a little pretty as well. Okay, so we destroyed the seal on that. Now I know we hadn't seen it before, but that was a thing, I promise. Also, another thing that I kind of have to hand to this game, like, it handles collision detection pretty okay for the most part. Like, sometimes, and I've complained about it before, sometimes it doesn't handle grabbing onto ledges very well. But other than that, like, I've never, like, seriously, like, glitched out, gone under the level. You know what I mean? I haven't, like, been pushed out of bounds. Like, the game's reasonably well made, and that's what can be, like, the more frustrating thing about this game is, like, seeing all of its potential, seeing all the things that it does right, and wanting more of it, and then it doesn't give you that, and then also it, like, shits in your mouth. It makes you feel fucking stupid for even, like, daring to ask more of this game. So it's, like, really, it's a really frustrating game. And again, we haven't gotten to the worst of it, but we're getting right up on it. We are edging towards the precipice, and soon there will be no turning back from the ugliness of this game. Like, we're almost there. Like, I know I've been, like, hyping up this game as a diarrhea dump in my ear, but, you know, it's gonna happen, and it's gonna happen sooner rather than later. In fact, actually, man, the boss of this place is also really bad for carry. Also, I hate this room because I hate having to kill these guys. Because they usually, like, block your attack. And when they do that, it just wastes your time. And, like, this whole stage right here, this part of it, feels like a waste of time. I'd rather just move on, but you have to kill them all. Or you can't progress. Is that it? Nope. Hello! Okay, maybe that's it. There we go. Is it this way now, I think? Yes, indeed. Oh, here we go. Oh, hold on, man. This is it. This right here is it. If you were like, man, Ampersand, I don't know what you're talking about. This game doesn't look that bad. I could probably beat this game in my sleep if I wanted to. What an easy looking game you're playing, Ampersand. Come on, dude. Why are you shitting on this game so much? Isn't this game like for babies? Is this a Nintendo game? Is this on a Nintendo console? What are you so scared of, Ampersand? A challenge? Whoa, you have not seen challenge yet. But you are about to. Sorry, ladies, I just don't have time for you. I should probably get that really quick. Oh, almost. Also, I'm kind of hungry. And I know, like, I mean, I kind of had, like, a brunch. I kind of skipped breakfast, but I had, like, an early lunch. So I kind of had, like, a bit of a brunch. But, like, I'm also, like, still a little hungry because I still skipped a meal. Oh, I can't carry anymore. I mean, I guess I could, nah. Yeah, there really isn't going to be many more times where I'm going to need this. Like, once I get past this next section, I'm kind of like past this next section, right? So I think getting the roast beef, just using up what I have now, and getting the new one will be a good idea, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, we'll just use one, go to full health, right? And then we just replace it. There you go. Okay, this is it. You know what? I don't care. I have so many healing items that I'm doing so good, honestly, right now, that I don't think I care to, like, explore for secrets too much. Alright, we've saved. We have to take the magical nitro. Just running will not cause an explosion, but one jump or hit and the story's over. Carry it carefully. Yes. Very carefully indeed, gamers. Because one jump, one hit, and it doesn't even have to be a jump. If you fall off of something, you still die. Right? If you fall off a cliff, that counts as jumping. Any amount of time, pretty much, like in the air where you're having a downward descent, you can just go ahead and consider that falling or jumping for the purposes of the warning there. Also, I think this has a little treasure in it that I might need later. Again, I try not to use those cards too much, but it's nice that they're there, you know. It's good to pick one up while you can. Alright, here we go. So again, if I fall at all, if I get hit by any enemy, I explode. And I die instantly. So if I fall off this ledge, even in the slightest, or if I get hit by that fireball, for instance, it's over. And again, I'm probably going to make this look a lot easier than it is. This is not easy. This is not an easy game. And in fact, we're getting to the hardest part right here. I hate this part. This made me so mad playing this game. Here we go. Welcome to hell, gamers. We're in the clock here, like the clockwork here. Like, oh my god, I am so not looking forward to this. Oh, the timing on this is so tight. It's so stupid. And I don't think there's another way to do this. I think you have to do it the way that I'm about to do it. And again, I've done this a couple of times, so I'm pretty good at doing this. I've done this like at least 20 times before I learned how to do it. And so now I can probably do it, maybe my first time even. So you probably won't even see how actually hard this is. But believe me, this is hard, because what you might not know is that if you get hit by anything, which includes the gears on, you know, the I don't even know what to call it, but if you just get hit by anything, you die, and you kind of have to like squeeze up into here. And then there we go. That's how you do it. But it is not easy to do that. And I know I made it look easy, but it's not easy. I promise you that's not as easy as it looks. And we're still not done yet. There's still more to come, right? Ugh. Yeah, there's a couple more sections here that I'm not a huge fan of. Especially if you can't jump at all, or get hit even once. Blissfully, I think the vampires don't respawn at this point. If they made you fight the vampires while you can't jump and you can't get hit once, that'd be so mean. But one thing they did do, did bring these guys back. Alright, we did it, gamers. Okay. Like I said, this game, I recorded all my footage, all of my failures, but I've failed enough times at this game that I'm reasonably good at it. I'm pretty good at this game at this point, but yeah. Also, this isn't even the end, I think about it. There we go. Set magical nitro. Yes. Now we need to get the Mandragora. And then, yeah, you might be like, what the heck is this thing? Is it dead? Yeah, it's just kind of chilling, isn't it? I love being able to jump. Hello. So cool. Oops. Yeah, see, that's sometimes like the bad thing about the energy ball is it does have to home in, and if enemies outrace it or if they just outmaneuver it, it can just feel kind of bad, I guess. Alright, here we go. I did not mean to do that, but that might be a good thing? I don't know. I kind of like the cross better, but let me see if I can get another one really quick. It was a power-up I just wasted. Maybe I shouldn't bother looking. Here we go! We got the Mandragora, so we can make another explosion. Also, if you're wondering why I'm doing all this, there was like an elevator with like a lever that I could press to like activate the elevator, but then it's like, oh, there's no magic running to the elevator to power it. So you had to find like a generator And the generator's behind here. A little bit of a spoiler alert, but that's why we've been doing all this. Ready for blasting. So I got a message I have to check. All right. So one of my friends just invited me to play a quick game of Commander. So hopefully he'll still be around. Oh, actually, you know what? I just hit a save point. Let's call this good for now then. I'm actually gonna hop over to a game of Commander here. But thank you for watching. It was fun. I was kind of hoping I could do this all in one sitting, but you know. Let me just tell them that actually. Okay. So, yeah, anyways, thanks for watching. It was fun, and we'll play more Castlevania 64 another time. I'm sort of just kind of chilling while I'm sort of like figuring my things out. So, like, we're not going to start any big series or anything for a little bit, but I'll just like dink around and play, kind of shorter games like Castlevania 64 for a little bit, and until I find my footing again. So, we'll play the bigger series and we'll play the bigger games later, but for right now, we're stuck with CV64. And I do like it, but I hate it. Ugh.